Okay, just a real quick start here to this video, which is mainly not about fitting. I've had that pretty much all done, but I wanted to try something based on a comment I had in one of my previous videos. Yes, I actually read and respond to all my comments, so feel free to leave one. I wanted to try just using a belt sander to kind of shave down one side of this board that fits under there, because as you know, I just had a hell of a time getting that to fit, and it seems to have worked. I just put this in there. It took me about 90 seconds to get the board under there. I may take it out and shave it down just a little bit more and then go ahead and do this side, but that's not what today's video is about, because I think people are just about sick of all these sawing and welding and all that other kind of stuff videos. It is time to talk about what is the look of these boards is going to be when it goes in. And for this, we're going to do some tests here using some of our scrap wood to see, do we want to stain? Do we want to polyurethane? Do we want to varnish? And the last option is, do we want to burn our wood? Yes, that's right. You heard me. We're going to try out burning wood, and I am going to let y'all weigh in with your vote of what you think the final look of this bedwood should be. So stick around. Thanks. All right, and here we are down to it. Looking at how we're gonna finish off this wood to make it look its best. So I've got a few things here, some things that are old, some things that are new, and we are actually going to try out these different things and going to look at you to weigh in on what you think I should pick. So we got a few things here. I got some old wood finishes and stains that I got, a dark walnut, polyurethane gloss for the finish. I found this, gosh, I know how old this is. It's a Danish oil finish, iced oak. And then here are two colors that I picked out at the hardware store. Sedona red and cherry. Just because I did kind of want to stick with a red theme for the car, just because it was originally red. And I just think it will work better as opposed to having something like something completely different. I also got this stuff here, which everyone has said, I've talked to, has said, you shouldn't just use polyurethane to finish it because it won't hold up. You want boat varnish. And everyone specifically suggested this one, which is Total Boat Halcyon varnish. A lot of these, you will see this on like spars and railings and things like that, on sailboats and stuff like that. Usually in a very high gloss. I went with a satin look because, again, I don't want my bed to end up being like super glossy and shiny, which is why I went with the rolled steel, the cold rolled steel for my strips as opposed to shiny stuff. I went for the stainless steel bolts as opposed to polished bolts because I don't want the fancy look on a truck that has natural patina. So we are going to actually go ahead and do some of these things here. And we'll see what it looks like. And obviously the best way to test it is I have a whole bunch of leftover wood from when they cut my 8-inch planks down to 6.5 feet for the bedwood. So perfect test case. And one last thing here is burning wood. Yes, that's right. We're going to try burning wood to see if we can bring out some of the natural patterns of the wood. I've seen other people do this. I thought it looked really amazing. So we're going to try it, and we're going to do like some stains on some of this with the burning and some without the burning so we can see the contrast. Let's get to it. All right, first we're going to start off with this dark walnut. This is just some ancient stuff that I had here in the basement. I'm just, for kicks and giggles, this is going to be way too dark. I can tell just by looking at it. Yeah, that's insane. Would never put that. Yeah, I can just wipe that off because that's just, yeah, no way. Well, interesting. After you wipe off the excess, that doesn't look so dark. Interesting. All right, iced oak Danish oil finish. Well, that's the way. I really like the way that brings out the pattern of the wood. All right, here is the cherry. Now, despite what you might think, cherry is not a super red wood. So let's see what that goes for. You see, that looks a lot more red going on than I would have thought. See, man, you can see the contrast between those three already. Beautiful. All right, and here's the red Sedona, which I'll tell you, it looks really red inside the can. Ooh, wow. That is super red. There's another angle from that side that I think shows the contrast a little more overtly. All right, now we're gonna put some of this gloss urethane on. I understand this would go over whatever stain, but just trying to get an idea of, my feeling is that this is gonna be too glossy for my taste, but had it in the basement, so let's slap it on there and see what it'll look like. All right, let's see about this boat varnish. I don't think I got enough on there. All right, and here's a more straight on angle just for you can see the contrast. So it's interesting, you know, these things tend to look very different going on versus how they come out. So that dark walnut that I was like, oh my God, that's practically black, actually ends up not too bad. You can see it's distinctly darker than other stuff, but it's not super bad. I kind of like it, but I don't know if it's the right fit for this truck. This is the iced oak finish. Not bad. Strangely, it looks very similar to the cherry. Cherry's maybe just a hair redder. Yeah, interesting. All right, now we've got the red Sedona. All right, I'll admit, when I was picking out stains between what I had and what I bought, I was really leaning towards the red Sedona. I kind of was like, yeah, I think that's going to be my color. That looks way too red to me. I mean, that's practically like a 7-Eleven slushy. I'm not sure how much that's coming through as red there, but I don't think I'm going. I think we're crossing that one off. That's just too damn red. And this is without any stain. That's just the polyurethane. And then that is the satin boat varnish, which really seems to be not doing anything with the color, but interesting. So, all right, well, there's that. So next thing we're going to try is we're going to do the same thing on the other side of this board, but first we're going to burn it. Okay, so what we're going to attempt to do here with the burning of the wood is we are not going to go super deep with this. Now, there is actually an art form, Japanese, I believe, called shosugiban, or something to those effects. That's where they really burn the wood deeply. Like, they actually get the whole surface of the wood charred, so it actually like puckers, and then they scrape away all the ashes and stuff, and then come back over it. But you're off of like a really uneven surface. It can be really beautiful, but I don't think for a truck bed that really works. So what we're going to look to do here is just lightly go over this to bring out the natural patterns and whorls in the wood, and then put a stain over top of that and see how it looks. So we're doing this here with my propane torch, freshly purchased from Harbor Freight. So yeah, I'm excited to give this a try. so there's what she looks post burning. And you probably may have noticed here that I figured what's more perfect protection for doing this against the backdrop of, but the old plywood that was in the back of the truck for gosh knows how many years and acting as the bed wood. So interesting. So that really does bring out the whorls there, as you can see. Trying to think if I should at least, maybe not, don't want to sand this, but maybe at least run a wet sponge over it to just kind of take off some of that surface ash before we put a stain on it. Okay, repeating the pattern in the same order. Actually, I'm not doing the black walnut one. I think I pretty much decided that's just too dark. So we're going to start here with the iced oak Danish oil. Now you can see how much more the natural wood pattern comes out now after burning. That's pretty dramatic. Okay, next the cherry. Now it's funny here, putting this on now with the burning, the much more reddishness of the cherry definitely comes out. You can really see that now. That's coming out much more of a iced oak. And that's much more of a cherry, you know, not super red, but the red is definitely there. All right, next the red Sedona. I had kind of decided this was just too red, but I think we're already seeing some difference in how the stains come out once the wood has been burned. So we'll give her a chance. You may have noticed I've only bought very small size containers of the stain just because I'm sure that will not be enough to do all the planks, but I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on wood stains that I then was not going to use. So, all right, finishing out with the polyurethane. And boat varnish. And just for kicks and giggles, I'll go ahead and do that dark walnut here in the same position it was on the other side, just so we can have a completely matching compare contrast of the two sides. All right, and there's our burn versus non-burn look. We'll go ahead and get this up here. Actually, I don't want to put it, risk putting any of this stuff on the uncontaminated wood. But, so that is burn side, left to right, black walnut, iced oak, cherry, red Sedona, and then just urethane, and then just varnish. That is the burn side, and that is the non-burn side. So you can see, obviously, still definitely see the wood pattern here, but definitely more sedate. So you tell me. You tell me what I should do with this bedwood. Should I just put urethane or varnish on it? Should I stain it? Should I burn it? Should I do some combination thereof? I could do a burn, stain, and polyurethane or varnish, or just no stain and like that. All right, you let me know. Thanks for watching. Please hit that subscribe button.